Today I'm so excited to be using the Color Kaleidoscope collection from Vicki Boutin and American Crafts. And you can see here I have the 12 by 12 and 6 by 8 paper packs here. Now I am completely in love with this Starburst bold and rich color paper here. And the reason why I'm using this paper is because I'm documenting two photos of my daughter with her rainbow umbrella that is similarly colored. So with this collection, I'm also going to use the Sparkle City collection by Shimelle and American Crafts. Now, you wouldn't normally think to combine these two, but the colors and the phrases just go together so perfectly. So I want to grab a piece of journaling paper that I saw in here. It's this one here, and it says, "Let the sun shine in." And how perfect does that go with that sunburst pattern in the background? So this is going to fit inside this ephemera frame that is also from the Color Kaleidoscope collection, and that's going to be my title. So right away I have taken care of one of the major elements of my page as well as my title. I also like that it is similarly sized to my photos, which are 3 by 3, and so I have the three together as a grouping in the center of that colorful sunburst. So I'm pretty excited with the way that this layout is starting out. Now, my idea for what to do with the rest of the layout is to color block, and this is something that I do quite often with a very bold and colorful pattern in the background. I don't want the entire page to be completely overwhelming, so I'm going to use similar colors to the background paper all the way around the page to embellish, but not make it too busy or overwhelming. So I'm just going to start out with this heart paper here and just cut out lots of different colors of these hearts and start placing them around the colorful sunburst here. So you can see here I have cut out about 9 different hearts and placed them on their respective colors on the background. I haven't yet adhered all of them down. I want to kind of have a mix of ones that are further away and closer to my photos. I am using some American Crafts dimensional adhesive here. It is really nice and thick, so it's going to make those hearts stand out on the background. So even though they are the same kind of color, I left a little bit of white space around the edges first of all, which is something that I usually do when I'm fussy cutting, but this dimensional adhesive is going to make them stand out. Now some of them that are going to be tucked under my central elements, my photo and my titles there, are going to just be stuck down with regular permanent adhesive. So I'm going to go around and finish adhering these. I really like the grouping of my photos and title there, so I am going to adhere those just as they are. My title is going to be stuck down with permanent adhesive, and I'm going to use dimensional adhesive again for my photos, just sticking them down in place. Now it's time for me to go through these two amazing collections to see what kind of embellishments and ephemera and little pieces of paper, like this little flag that I'm cutting out here, can be added around that sunburst pattern to add some more dimension and texture and interest. And I really love to use this little polka dot tag here, and I just stuck that down with permanent adhesive at the base, but I'm going to use dimensional adhesive on the tips to really make that stand out. So even though it's the same color, you still get that texture that it adds there. Just seeing if there's anything else I can cut out on this paper. Paper is the most awesome way to start. I pulled out my SCT sampler. This is the May sampler, and if you guys have received it, I've talked up this sampler so much because it's amazing. But this month there were actually some color kaleidoscope items in it, so I figured that I would pull out my sampler to see what I could use from there. This journaling tag is really handy. I think I'm going to be able to use that. And you can see here that there are some of the color kaleidoscope papers. I really love that butterfly one. There's some stickers here. And I'm trying to figure out if I need to add more words, but I'm pretty happy with the title that I have there. So I'm just going to pull off these little hearts to add them in their respective colors around the page. Love those. Again, they add a different texture to the paper, a little bit of shininess here. These stickers are awesome too. There's circles and flowers. I'm going to add this little flower here. It has some silver foil on it too, so it gives it a bit of metallic shimmer, which is really nice. Really love this lime green one too. Just trying to figure out where to put that. And there's a teal one here. Stick that down in the bottom corner, or I can use this heart, which has a lot more of the silver on it, so it adds a bit more metallic at that bottom corner. So instead of the lime green, I'm going to go with that orange flower, just so I have a nice spacing in between those elements. Also have these little tiny bitty cute little heart puffy stickers here that I can add in. If you don't know about the SCT sampler, it is a sample sizing of the latest and greatest products from the scrapbooking industry. So you'll notice there that I only had 6 of those little puffy hearts, but if you love them so much, you can always purchase them elsewhere. But it's just a good sampling of products that you can try out before you buy them. So I've pulled out the chipboard from the Sparkle City collection, and in it there is this cutest little umbrella ever. I've taken off the sticky back and I'm going to adhere it with a dimensional sticker so that that stands out. And it is a lighter blue than the blue in that section, but I feel like it does not take away, so I'm going to go ahead and add that. I'm also going to add this pink chipboard sticker that says beautiful. We're adding different textures here, different dimensions, so making sure you have a nice mix of paper and chipboard and puffy and shiny and not shiny, or matte as you would say, is a great way to add interest to your layout. This little bird is the cutest. I think he has to go right there. And I like that he's flying up towards my photos, so it really kind of puts some emphasis on that movement up there. This little red camera looks like it fits perfectly right in there. So these are the cardstock stickers from the Sparkle City collection. I'll be sure to link up to all of these products in my video notes just so you guys know what I'm using here. Just going to pull off that sticker because it's getting lost with the umbrella and everything. Just seeing what else I can add here. This phrase sticker is perfect in that green section. See how these colors in the 2 different collections go together so well? I mean, the red, the teal, the green, the navy, it's working out just really perfectly. Just seeing which embellishments are going to get the most bang for my buck. I tried out that navy star, but it really got lost in that dark navy color up there at the top. So to me, I don't want to waste that star because you're not really going to see it very well. I keep on trying to use that leaf, but it's just not working out. It's a leaf or a feather, I'm not exactly sure. Just seeing if there's anything else here on my desk that I can add in here. And I'm pulling out the Sparkle City sticker book, which is really just fabulous. There are so many stickers in this book. You'll never be able to use them all. So I found this red phrase here. There's little itty bitty ones too, which I love to be sure that I have really small pieces as well as big pieces on my layout. I'm not sure that I want to add another camera, and I've just gotten it stuck down there, so had to pull it out. What I do want to add is something a little bit more neutral. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut these beautiful butterflies. They're kind of like one of my favorite butterflies, the paper white butterflies, if you know those. They're very translucent, and that's what these remind me of. So I'm going to add them to the neutral areas of my layout. And I'm going to cut 3 different sizes to be sure I vary those so that I'm going to have a visual triangle of neutral colored butterflies. The last butterfly that I'm adding here is only a partial butterfly, but it doesn't really matter because he is going to be flying out underneath my journaling tag here. And that's one of the die cuts from the Color Kaleidoscope collection. So that worked out really perfectly. I'm going to add my journaling with my computer just after I'm done with this video, but I also want to grab these Sparkle City epoxy stickers here. I have some stars, there's some hearts, and I'm going to place those in their colors here just to add a bit of sparkle and shine. And with that, I'm going to call this layout complete. I can't believe that I could get a better mix of product and photos. These pictures of my daughter with her favorite new umbrella worked out just perfectly by combining the Color Kaleidoscope and Sparkle City collections. I wouldn't have thought to combine these two, but they really are a match made together, and I highly recommend you guys trying it out. Thanks so much for watching this process video today. Be sure to subscribe to see more process videos using American Crafts products, and happy creating!